Let's get in to the meeting itself, and we're going right to the end of the programme. The last two races, race number 10, Class 2 on the all-weather here, headed by Red Desert, who was a winner over this trip, 2 starts back, didn't get home over the mile last time out. Will Power, a 5-time course and distance winner. Handsome Bobo, he's got 5 wins over the trip, but not on the all-weather. Harmony Rich won Wednesday night in good style at Happy Valley, backing up here. We've got Gold Chest getting his all-weather debut for Richard Gibson and Tony Picone. Sunny Boy, who chased home run at Red Desert last time out. We the South also from Wednesday night behind Harmony Rich, and Zarson from Barrier 3 with Harry Bentley in the saddle. So, as far as the speed map is concerned for this one, Tom, we're saying good in the early stages. Who are the main horses to look out for here?
Well, it looks pretty competitive in the early stages here. Andrew We the South's a horse that can go forward from gate number 2, but he didn't have a lot of early pace last time out, so maybe a little question mark there over him. Harmony and Rich, we saw the terrific turn of foot from him in the early stages at Happy Valley on the Wednesday night, Paul. And Red Desert, he's another horse that likes to go forward, but does that mean he gets caught wide from gate 11?
Well, if you do that scenario, you're saying that We the South is slow out and then Harmony and Rich does get across, and that gives Red Desert a nice run, doesn't it? He should be able to get outside the leader there. So that's a scenario. I think Red Desert's going to try and beat We the South to that position. Kerpenny will need a little bit of luck from his draw, you can see, but he's only had the one start in the all-weather and has gone well. And we know Willpower gets back as well.
And there's actually another dynamic with that speed map as well, because we know that Highly Proactive is a horse that certainly likes to race forward as well.
All right, so there's a few potential options there as far as how that might map, but Highly Proactive, Harmony and Rich was very sharp on Wednesday night. That was with Matthew Chadwick riding him, of course. Matthew not on board, Victor Wong taking £5 off. Let's start off, though, with Kerpenny and his jockey, Joe Moreira.
Kerpenny in the main all-weather race. He tried the all-weather surface for the first time last start. He looked like he handled that really well.
Oh, he's done it terrifically. His trials indicate that he was going to be able to do it, and he didn't disgrace. He floated on the surface, and I can't see him doing anything different.
He's drawn barrier number 7. He should get a good enough run from there, one would think.
Yeah, you see, last time he had an outside gate, and he had to make it tough. He was a bit wide, having to cover ground, having to be overused to come across and get a position. Apparently, half of a decent gate, it might not be that difficult for him to place himself. And he's a kind of a horse, if he has something to be looking at, which apparently it's going to be the case as it's going to be a fast run race, he hits the line very strongly. So he's no doubt one of my best ride on the day.
You've teamed up with Casper through the course of the season, and also with John Size, and there's not too much between them and the trainer's title. Have you got an opinion on it?
I don't have an opinion who is going to win, but of course, for me, it's a pleasure being riding for both of them. They're both very nice people, good heart, and not just that, they're good trainers as well, aren't they? And for me, giving a chance to ride for them, it's a terrific opportunity. I wish luck for both of them. I hope whoever wins deserves, and they're making the show being very interesting to all of us.
Nice try, Tom, trying to get a line out of Joe there about the trainer's title. You knew he was always going to play that one with a straight back, but it will go right down to the line. Size and Found's their trainer's title race. Let's have a look who's going to win this race, though, Paul, with Handsome Bobo and Will Power first up. This isn't really, I know he goes okay on the turf, but he should be, in theory, happier back on the all-weather.
Yeah, 5-time winner on the all-weather, so he does go a lot better, does Will Power. Last time on it, he ran 5th behind Red Desert. I thought it was just slightly below par. He's shown a better turn of foot in the past, and then he did fail here on the turf. So that's a question mark there. Handsome Bobo's a last start winner on the turf, but he's only had the 2 starts on the all-weather, and he has been placed on one of those occasions.
He certainly has been. Will Power last start did have a bit of a wide run in transit. Now, he trialled up at Chungfra on Monday morning, did Will Power. He's pushed out a little bit in that recent barrier trial, but just starting to wonder now, especially from gate number 12, if he's pretty close to fighting his mark, Will Power.
Yeah, what is he on? 97 now. Jerry's taking £5 off his back, but it's a lofty rating, isn't it, with a wide gate as well. Now, Harmony and Rich, this was a super win, Tom, on Wednesday night. Matthew Chadwick's, I think was he 3 from 3 on the horse now, but can he do it again on Sunday?
I'm going to say no. Victor Wong rides from gate number 4. He won this more than convincingly. He gave Multi-Million a bit of a touch-up in the process in doing so, but I know Meat Choi's got a good record with horse on the all-weather, Paul, but the backup and change of jockey, I think there's a few negatives this time round.
Yeah, and he's failed twice on it before, so different surface. Look, I'm the same as you. I think this is a lot tougher.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? The quick backup there. This is Gold Chest and Zarson down the straight behind the track records in Valiant Dream. Obviously up in trip and a change of surface for them, Paul.
Yeah, so look, Zarson has performed really well on the surface before, so I'm not too worried about him. And Gold Chest is coming to it for the first time, but generally works nicely. So he's an interesting runner, Gold Chest, on coming it to the first time. And Zarson did make up some eye-catching ground here.
He certainly did, and he's stayed on well enough there, and that's certainly not his preferred surface, Zarson. The turf. So coming back to the all-weather, I think he's trialled nicely coming into this, and I think he's a good chance with the lightweight.
OK, all right, so a few chances here. It's actually Kerpenny at this stage, Paul, who's favourite, but it's wide market and very competitive race.
Yeah, and so much so, I'm going to put one in that we haven't talked about yet, a horse called Victorium. He's only had the one start on the all-weather, ran a really nice fourth behind Red Desert, and was hampered late there. He just couldn't really get a clear run at them at the end, and just missed out on third. So with that run on the all-weather under his belt, and the fact that he's really well rated, he's won on the turf off 87 and he's down to 84. So we'll take a chance with him, and he should be a decent price. He's almost double figures there. Highly Proactive, another one who likes the surface. Limited starts on it, only 2, but has been placed as well. Zarson from the back of his run last start, and Kerpenny the favourite. 10, 8, 12 and 5.
Taking a little chance here with Zarson, I think back onto his preferred surface where he seems to grow another leg. Course and distance will suit. I think he can run a decent race. He's trialled really strongly coming into this, and Harry Bentley rides for Ricky with a low gate. So Zarson on top, head of Sally Boy, who was narrowly beaten last time out into second placing, just missed, but he was under a hold in his most recent trial up at Chungfa. Kerpenny's trialled well enough and raced nicely on the surface into Red Desert. If he can get in and get some cover, I think he'll be somewhere there or thereabouts. Didn't mind his recent trial coming into this either. So 12, 9, 5 and 1.
I thought race number 10 was wide open the second last. You get each way value wherever you're looking, but Gold Chest for me, he trialled really well on the surface, and Paul said as well he works well on the dirt. So all weather for the first time, but I think he can maybe get home at a decent price.